Right. Don't forget, say hi in the chat so we can count you on the roll call. Credit that we're doing things. Hi, Madison Cooper. All right, I got many Madisons this morning. Awesome. We are a little bit early, so I'll give it a few minutes before we start talking about too much. Good morning, Patrick. Frankie, good morning. Morning, Cameron. Zeretonite, you're going to have to give us your real name. I don't think that falls in the attendance category. Thank you, Frankie. Yeah, you guys got to tell me your names if you're going by some type of alias for record keeping. All right, it's 9:30. You guys can pop in and pop out as you need. If you have questions, we can start doing that. Oh my God, Frankie, you're already starting with a question? Give me 1 second, then I'll answer that. I kind of want to say a few things. Oh my goodness, Frankie. Um, but first and foremost, let me talk about a couple things, and then I will get to your question, Frank. Um, I've uploaded just about all the assignments, so you're more than welcome to work ahead. I don't have all of the notes listed yet. I'll be working on that and get those. You are more than welcome to work ahead. As I look, though, I do have two sets or two videos for notes. As of right now, the Chapter 8, Section 1, 14 people have viewed it. And then Chapter 8, Section 1B, there have been no views. So we want to make sure we're getting views on those things for credit. I'm going to change some things up. I want to have documentation of you doing your work. So once you finish some things, put them up into the Google Classroom, turn them in, take, screenshot or take a picture and upload it. That way, I don't know how this is going to work, but that way I have credit when somebody says, well, did so and so do any work in your class? I'll have credit. Say, yeah, they turned this in at this time, this in at this time, not all at once. Now, there will be certain grades, but a lot of the stuff I'm going to start turning into completion grades. So if you're showing that it's completed, then you're going to get credit for it. But you got to be turning it on a timely basis. Maybe you want to talk to a few people that haven't logged in yet to make sure they're doing stuff. Did you guys get all the updates on the Google Classroom that I put in this morning? Frankie, I'm looking up your question right now. I gotta figure out where it is. Um, all right, Frankie, I want to address your question here. Question number 2: can I make it 4 nights, m to the third, n to the squared? So you're asking me, the one thing I would say, I don't know, how much is this coming up as a big delay for you guys today? Because I changed some, hi Kylie, I changed some settings on this. So Frankie, can you see what I wrote on the paper? Yes, you did. Not much of a delay, if any. Okay, thank you, Cameron. Yeah, Frankie, that's the one thing. You can write it, but make sure you either put the negative in the middle of the fraction or it goes up to the numerator. But yeah, you can write it the way you said. Just remember you got a negative sign with that. How are you guys doing in terms of your classwork? Are you getting a lot more work, do you feel, than it would be in a normal class day, or is it the right amount? Obviously, I know what the smart aleck response is going to be. It's always too much. Hey, Brendan. How you doing, Brendan? All right, because I put the outline up. Can you guys? I had trouble this morning after I uploaded it. Can you guys see the outline that I placed in the Google Classroom? Okay. So that's what, if you'll notice in the Google Classroom with the assignments I put on, this is going to be what ones that are due so far. That's a great question, Brendan. And here's what I want to say with that. Um, Once I go over the notes, then that one will be due. Um, Use your time wisely. And like I said in on the side notes with those assignments, if you're picking it up and you're getting them right, you don't have to do a whole worksheet. All right. Um, do what you feel will keep that gets you to know what you're doing because you got the answers to compare them to, and move on from there. But show me that you're doing some of them and turn that in. That way, I have proof that you're doing work on those. And again, if it only takes you five of them to understand it, awesome. Then turn in five. If it takes you a little bit more, then turn in a little bit more. But it's going to be kind of self-paced on your part. Some people see one thing quicker than the others. No big deal. Just a matter of how you're perceiving things right now. But give me some work that I have proof that you guys are learning algebra 2. So somebody says, whatever's going to happen next, I can say I feel confident in giving you credit that you're doing your work. Um, and to further answer your question, Brendan, if you guys want to work ahead, go ahead. I just won't have all the notes posted right away. I'm working on those, but you can see on the outline, I got no notes for today. That'll give me time to catch up a little bit on notes. I'll have notes posted tomorrow. Nothing on the 20th. I'll use, and that's what you guys have. I'll give you the worksheet on the 19th, but you've got 2 days to do the worksheet. So don't feel it has to be done the next day because I'm not giving you an assignment. It's almost like an every other day deal. That sound like a fair trade off? When we get to like the 26th, 27th, and right before spring break, you'll see it says notes every day on different types of variation. In the book, they do all four of those in one section. I'm just doing one a day, so it will be shorter notes. I'll give you that worksheet, and you can work on that at your own pace. And I haven't put the no-re stuff in yet. I still gotta get caught up on that. Oh, way oversleep, Brian. Appreciate that. Just kidding. Number 18, I want to see how you did it. Okay. All right. So number 18. Okay. Excuse me. Let me write it down here a second. All right, Patrick. Um, Here we go. So looking at number 18, there's a couple different scenarios we could go through. Um, Rule of thumb, when you guys do these things, I would look to factor everything I can, no matter what pattern it is, just to be on the safe side. Because there's no, at the final problem, we don't have to um, expand it back up. So we're going to look. First and foremost, take care of the division before you forget about it. So I'm going to go 9 minus a squared, 5a plus 6 times, keep change flip. So I'm looking at that right now. First and foremost thing I want to do. After this, I'm going to start factoring. Now, some people see this and they start thinking, oh, I got to switch the order. You don't have to, but let's look at a couple things. So I'm going to approach it this way. I recognize a perfect square here, perfect square here. So I'm going to rename this 3 minus a, 3 plus a. Cross it out because I'm renaming it. I'm going to go down here. 2 factors of 6 that add up to be 5. So a plus 3, a plus 2. Done. Over here, GCF this thing. So get a 5 out, get an a plus 2. GCF this thing, get a 2 out, get an a minus 3. So now I've got all these things factored. I got kind of close to that one, I apologize. So now I look. Before I go change anything, get rid of the obvious stuff first. Get rid of the stuff you see first. Make life easy. So again, we can go vertically. Nothing much here. Possible here, and we can go diagonally. Diagonally, I definitely see some things. This. Change colors on you guys. So I definitely see this diagonally, and I see that. Good. Now, 3 plus a is the same thing as a plus 3. Commutative property. That doesn't help me here, but those two cancel out there. So it leaves us, both are canceled out, leaves us with a 1. Now, examine what you have, because I know in the one example on your notes, went through it and we tried it, but it didn't work. But don't be so easy to give up. Positive A, negative 3. Negative A here, positive here, complete opposites. So factor out a negative 1. Now, some people might have done that first and change this to A minus 9. Your call. If you factor out a negative 1, that becomes negative, that becomes positive. So now I see this and this. There's nothing else that can cancel, so I'm left with a negative 1 up here times 5. I'm left with a 1 down here times 2. It does get a little bit crazy at times, so it's always nice to have a little space as you're doing it. Does that help you, Patrick? Don't forget, anybody new, stop in, say hi. Well, you got credit that you're here today. Hi, Brian. Rumor has it you overslept. Hi, Nico. Good morning to you. Nico, Brian, anybody else who just popped in. You can work ahead on your assignments. I got almost all of them listed already in Google Classroom. Now the question is, when are they due? Usually after I give the notes, you got about 2 days to work on them, so you can ask questions and then have them due. Let's just be reasonable about it. Don't wait until we come back to school and, oh, hey, I got all this stuff to turn in. Turn them in so I got credit. Look things through a little bit. That way it's less of a burden on everybody in terms of getting feedback and understanding everything. Well, I haven't assigned them yet, Brian, and that's my homework assignment for today is get those set up. No reassignments are going to be Maddie, probably, oh, as long as I got something I can see in the Google Classroom, whatever is easier for you guys. You take a picture of it and upload it, or if you want to PDF it and put it in. That's completely your call there. So whatever is easier for you guys. Brian, back to you on the no reassignments. Again, I'm going to get them up. For those of you that have done Alex, it's a similar program to Alex, but there'll only be about 10 questions. And the nice thing is that there will be in each one of them, if you don't understand what the problem is, you can hit a button that says show me a video. That'll give you a video on the solution of such things. And if you still don't like that, then it'll be another button you could walk me through, and they'll walk you through examples. So it's nothing to fret about, but it is something I want to get your guys' opinion on, because a friend of mine works for Nori, and it's an online learning like anything else, but he would like feedback so he can use it when he does his sales with other people. So that's basically how I'm doing it, and that's why I'm giving you bonus points when you complete them. I'm going to ask you guys, can you hear the dog barking in the background? I'm wondering how good this speaker is picking stuff up. All right, great. Yeah, don't be surprised then. Dog seems to want to rule the neighborhood, so she barks. All right, do any of you guys have any further questions for today? If you don't have any other questions, I'm going to cut it down or shut it down at 9:55 today. Yesterday, I just ran the stream for a continuous 2 hours. I want to break it down by class. So I'm going to take 5 minutes and stand up and walk around. Maybe see what the dogs are barking at. Kylie, you can throw those in there too. Yeah, that'd be fine. Tomorrow is it notes for 8.2 and a video that 8.2 will work with that day. I'm gonna try to have the 8.2 notes, Cameron, loaded either tonight or tomorrow, and I'll leave that up to you guys to whenever you want to watch them. And then that 8.2 worksheet will be, I guess, live tomorrow, if you will. But I'll try to, depending on what's going on, I'll try to have those that video loaded either tonight or real early tomorrow morning for the notes. So if you guys got any other questions today, feel free to email me. I would say just Brendan, just to get yourself on a regimen and meet some timelines. Yeah, try to get that in today. If not, I'm not going to get too picky about it. I didn't put any end dates on them, but for again, my organization, I still got 4 classes to deal with for your organization. If you guys can start meeting those due dates, that'll just kind of keep you in a little bit of a routine to keep things going. But if you guys got any questions, email me throughout the day. I'll answer them, and then I'll be back on tonight with the notes, and then tomorrow we'll go live. Enjoy the rest of your day.